5 regions, 50 teams, over 1,800 matches per year. Onivia, League of Legends highlights heaven.
Jin behind that Corki.
Yeah, when you pick the Orianna, if you're C9, you're almost kind of forcing the Corki pick. You're not going to be picking Zed into the Ori, which I'm sure Hai wanted to have the option of doing as far as the lockdown component goes.
Nice job getting the tick on of Thunderlords. Jensen getting low on mana here, using that command move dissonance really drains the bar. Flash, end of the line just behind Hai. Smoke grenade's gonna slow him down. The pull up from Altec is here. It's gonna be a summoner heal in the last second. Gets the save on him. Contracts could be locked up here. They need to keep running the end of the line against the wall. Contracts knows the power of this champion. Level 4 as he moves forward. Lemonation finally just getting out of the skirmish. So, he says Moon's pretty far away. Now he sees him. Trying to get a first little back and forth for a while here.
Yeah, a lot of respect being given to the Orianna, but now they go for contracts. Goodbye!
And through the stand united.
Wow, that is the early game burst of the Kazakhs, who I believe where he's staying positioned. Impact doesn't have any way of getting down here. Balls would. They could actually make the force.
Exactly. Both of his ult and teleport are down. That's going to be the hit onto Contracts. We have lost Smooth in the fight. Sneaky very low, grenade bouncing over, Smoothie low as well, throws the tidal wave out to deny Lemonation and Altec, but there's just too many members, and Fly moved too early.
Nice play.
And Impact is back up with Stand United and Teleport, but they go right to the Stand United and Teleport and try to take it out home.
Flash.
There it is, finalizing the kill. So Impact may just have to teleport back out if he needs to help the team. Cloud9 now trying to answer in the top lane, but Altec's already there. The movements here from FlyQuest, putting them ahead.
Yeah, pretty straightforward move, and they're also ahead of the play. They think, okay, we just send our jungler bot, where would Contracts be? Let's actually catch him in the jungle and collapse on that.
Don't know if he can dodge those ones. Tidal wave coming in from Smoothie. Hai very low on mana, so they should be able to waltz out of this one. Turnaround, calling the flash from Smoothie. That's 2 flashes for C9 blown in this fight. Shockwave hit, just missing, but they did have to get Hai's flash. Everybody is using summoner spells on this one.
Still advantage FlyQuest.
Outer 3 are down, package in, exhaust immediately onto Sneaky, and this is what we were just asking for. The curtain call, the dive in, the pressure plays, and the top turret goes down. They have the outer 3 now, and they know they can work a little bit inside C9's jungle with safety.
Yeah, I'd be waiting for C9 to funnel in balls way around the back. Could this be it?
They don't know where he went. They saw him a second ago. He's on to Sneaky. Shots come through, but they can't seem to get any more follow-up damage. Dragon was still being taken. Moon waiting to get over the wall. He finds Jensen now on the backside. Sneaky's down, and they are flying through. The exhausts are out, so here comes the damage. Impact is the next focus. He's gonna go down. Deadly Flourish just misses Smoothie, and bleeding and limping away from this fight is C9 with 3 down.
Boy, FlyQuest.
They only had to wait 4.5 minutes, chat.
They keep pulling off, and the package is going to be up with the Baron buff at some point during the sync. So, really big move there by FlyQuest. They're up 6,000 gold at 29 minutes in game 1. Now with the Baron, they're up 6,000 gold.
A bit quicker, but they're taking their time, and they have time to take.
Oh, they're going to try and get high.
Shenalty coming in, no summoners there. What's the rest of the team gonna do in mid lane? They actually go for the pressure. The wave was just pushed off mid, so C9 had to make that snap judgment. Oh, Contracts trying to do anything. And that combination of long range attacks, High, Altec, and Lemonation coming up with a kill. No contest for this Baron, and FlyQuest looking much more sturdy here in game 2.
Yeah, a very inelegant Baron steal attempt by Contracts right there.
Flourish. And they're able to threaten the auto attacks well, keeping C9 at bay, 5 strong in their own base.
And a pretty rough ending here for C9 is finally they try and go in for a fight.
Impact going for broke, they roll the dice, Moon's the target, exhaust down on him and they get him. Flies the next one, Impact with a second taunt, true to his target. Balls in the front with slicing, or with vengeful maelstrom I should say. Contracts getting exhausted, Lemonation focus his resolve and locks down Contracts. Fly, Balls taking on 3 full members of C9 as the rest of the team focuses the Nexus, and he's still got the GA to go through. They're gonna be onto the Nexus. High raises his arms in victory. We're going to a game 3 from FlyQuest and Cloud9.
And that game was quite one-sided in the favor of FlyQuest. C9, after falling behind a bit in the mid-game, really unable to mount any type of answer to FlyQuest.
Thank you guys for watching. If you disliked this video, hit that button. If you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe.